Grey Fullbuster's life began in the
だけど
cold, not just the
立ち止まっ
snow
て
that buried
空を
his
見上げ
feet,
た時
but the silence that followed
私は
when there was
自
no
分の
one left
小
to
ささ
speak
を
his
知っ
name.
た
For Grey,
そこに広がる
loss
のは
wasn't a single
無
moment,
限の世界
it was a shadow, a weight he carried from the day that Leora destroyed everything he knew. He didn't break down for long, didn't stop to grieve. He did what survivors do. He kept moving, training, fighting, spelling just enough so no one would ask what was wrong. But deep down, every battle was the same. Not a fight to win, but a fight to make sure nothing could be taken from him again. And here's the thing about carrying that kind of weight. It never really gets lighter on its own. If you don't face it, you just get stronger at pretending it's not there. But pretending isn't moving forward, it's standing still. Gray's journey can be summed up in a single word: loss. From the moment he became an orphan, the cycle began. Ur, the woman who took him in and became his family, was taken from him. Years later, he met Ultia, the daughter Ur left behind. They reconciled, they became family. And then she was gone too, giving her life through time magic to save the world. Not long after, Gray met his biological father, only to find him in an undead state, forced to fight him. And once again, he was left behind. Then during the war, the one person who had loved him without question since the day they met, Juvia, who stayed by his side through thick and thin, and when he believed she'd sacrificed herself for him, that same emptiness, that same cold, came rushing back. And maybe you know that feeling, losing someone, not once, but again and again. It's the heartbreak of a friend who's moved away when you needed them the most. The breakup that still stings after years gone by. That one love, the loved one you wished you'd called one more time before it was too late. Gray's story reminds us that some people leave by choice, others are taken by life, and the coolest part, you never really get used to it. Gray's ice shell technique says everything about him. A magic that seals an enemy at the cost of your life. For Gray, it was never about recklessly dying. It was about making sure he was the one to go, so no one else would have to. If someone had to be left behind, it should be him. But when he tried to use it again, Natsu stopped him, snapped him out of that self-sacrificing spiral. And that moment changed everything. Because through every loss, Gray had been clinging to the wrong lesson. Loss isn't a reason to throw your life away. It's a reminder to cherish it more, to honor those who came before you, the ones who loved you, who believed in you, not by joining them soon, too soon, by living for their sake, for the sake of those still here, and most importantly, for yourself. Loss can make you bitter, or it can make you stronger. It can close you off from the world, or teach you how to connect with it on a deeper level. Because those who have lost the most often understand the pain of others the best. And when you carry your own weight and still help others stand, That's when your scars become your strength. We grew up thinking that loss is a finish line, that when someone is gone or when a dream shatters, that chapter of our life is over. But the truth is, loss doesn't end anything. Instead, it changes everything. It's like a fracture in the foundation of who you are. At first, all you see are the cracks, the empty seats at the dinner table, the message you'll never get to send, the future you thought was certain, suddenly gone. And for a while, all you can feel is the gap between what you had and what you have now. But here's the thing about cracks, they don't always break you. Sometimes they let the light in. Loss teaches you, loss teaches us that life is fragile, and that's exactly why it's precious. It forces you to see the value in every conversation, every laugh, every quiet moment you'd normally take for granted. For Gray, the people he lost became his silent teachers. All taught him selflessness. All taught him redemption. His father taught him forgiveness. And Julia, she taught him what it meant to be truly loved. If you let it, loss will harden you, make you distant, close off your heart so nothing can touch it again. But if you choose differently, if you let those memories stay alive inside you, loss can become a source of strength no enemy can take away. Because when you've survived the worst, when you stood in the cold and kept walking, you learn how to keep others warm. And that's a power worth protecting. Gray's legacy isn't measured in victories or titles. Every scar on his body is a name. Every battle he fought is a memory. Every step forward is a promise, not to himself, but for those who no longer walk beside him. He didn't fight because he enjoyed it. He didn't fight because he had something to prove. He fought because he knows the cost of losing the people you love. And that knowledge had made him relentless. And here's what we can take away from that. Loss doesn't mean your story is over. It means you're being trusted to carry someone's memory forward. You don't honor the people you've lost by standing still. You honor them by living a life they would be proud to see you live. Where some heroes are driven by ambition, others by destiny. Gray, he was driven by the ghosts of everyone who believed in him. So if you've ever felt like life has taken too much from you, know that you can turn that pain into something unshakable. Use it to protect, to love, to build, and to keep moving forward. Gray Fullbuster teaches us this. Loss isn't the end of your story. It's the chapter that teaches you what's worth protecting, so you'll never have to lose it again. Because Gray Fullbuster carries more than just ice in his veins. He carried the warmth of every soul that ever reached out to him. And as long as that warmth remains, you'll never truly be alone. And neither will you. And thank you for watching. This has been Blessed Visions. We will break down anime into what makes you think, feel, and will help you grow. If you ever carried a loss that still shapes who you are, share it in the comments because someone else might need to hear your story. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay blessed. Ciao.